If you've been on my channel at all, you would know I complain a lot about AAA game studios. Mainly the greedy CEOs that make terrible decisions for the consumer. But I don't want to always make negative videos about video games, so instead of being the 500th gaming is dead video out there, I'm going to talk about some upcoming indie games that I'm really looking forward to. None of the games that I'm talking about in this video are out yet. I found most of these games through Steam recommended pages and social media. However, they all have demos that you can try out right now. So if any of these games look interesting to you, I recommend you check it out in the link in the description below. The best judge for any game is trying it out for yourself. But what if you're not on Steam? Tough luck. 500 caliber contracts with a Z. Instead of me instantly talking about the game, I'm going to show you a snippet of the first trailer to really get you in the mood of what this game's about. I know, you want to play that game immediately after seeing that. As the trailer said, it really is Mario 64 with guns, as crazy as the sentence I just said is. You do missions around the map so you can collect badges, which are the equivalent of stars in this game. And just like Mario 64, the movement is just as satisfying. You'll be moving all over the map like a maniac. It's hard at first, but once you get the hang of it, oh, it's so satisfying. And obviously, the vibe is heavily inspired by early 2000s internet, which is the era I grew up in, so I might be a bit biased. We'll be watching the latest Haruhi episode on YouTube in 4 separate parts. I should also mention some of the interesting NPCs that you'll interact with. They have some of the most unique dialogue that I think I've seen in a video game. Oh wow, they have like a whole party and everything. This looks great. I wonder what they have to say. I'm going to max out my credit card and then kill myself. Uh-oh. I also appreciate the style for having it be a lot more darker compared to most 3D platformers out there. No offense to any other 3D platformers out there, but I do appreciate that this game doesn't try to look like, I don't know, Banjo-Kazooie. I also appreciate that we're using the gun more than just for shooting. It's the way that we use our movement. It's a super unique way to explain how you're going through the stage so fast. There's only one zone in the game right now, and I'm gonna assume that similar to Mario 64, there's gonna be multiple different stages, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. I mean, it is just a demo. You don't want to release everything to the public quite yet. So yeah, check this game out if you yearn for a simpler time in the 2000s. Back when there was Halo 3 and 3D Doritos. This product alone could probably kill like 5 Victorian children. Boom busters. As soon as I saw those character designs, this game instantly went on my radar. The most obvious thing that you will notice is the art style. Most people are probably gonna compare it to Pizza Tower. And to that I say, I actually disagree with this opinion, as other games can freely use an art style without the need to compare it to another game. Let's just ignore the fact that I acknowledge this comparison in the first place. But one comparison I can agree with is that this game also has a banging soundtrack. The demo only has like 7 songs, but god damn, they slap! It's got me grooving and shit. The main goal of this game is similar to that one Mario 64 DS game, the one where you sort bob-ombs into separate colors. It's like that, but a platformer, and it's addicting as hell. I also quite enjoy the humor of this game. Largely, it's based on visual humor and some funny sounds. It reminds me of the Newgrounds-esque humor that I used to watch back in the day, and because I'm still juvenile, I still love this shit. They're always adding new gimmicks into stages, and they never get stale. Every gimmick is fun, some of which I think are a bit underutilized, but once again, this is just a demo, so we don't know until we get the full game. A game can really tell its quality if it wants me craving more. And with its addicting gameplay loop, I can't wait for the final release. I can almost taste it. The team is also working on a WarioWare style spin-off known as Buster Jam, which by the microgames that I've already seen, already has my attention. There's also another WarioWare-inspired game that we're going to talk about, but that's not till later. With its super cool style and addicting gameplay, Boom Busters is definitely something that you should keep your radar on. Go support this amazing team any way that you can, because I'm so goddamn excited for the final release.
And now for something completely different.
You like fast-paced shooters? Go play Paperhead. It scratches that super violent, super fast FPS itch I always had since I played Doom. There's a lot of boomer shooters out there, and this one stands out, mainly because of its unique style. Cutesy paper cutout enemies against this dark and intimidating background with blood coming out of your cardboard opponents. I love it. There's also super expansive lore for everything that's happening, but I don't think that I'm the right person to tell you about it, so I'll leave a link in the description below to a video that does a way better job than I could. It's super interesting and I would hate to ruin it.
Life in Paper Town was serene and happy. Until one day, when the first bombs fell.
The game is very fast and floaty. It'll take you a while to get acquainted with everything, but as soon as you do, the controls are smooth as butter. It's the most important thing for movement shooters to have solid movement, and this game delivers. The game also has a mechanic that lets you pick up and throw items, which is enjoyable, but I prefer the kick that you're given. Not just can you kick explosives into enemies, but you can also kick enemies into enemies. It's very fun to do. You're also given a magic pencil straight out of fucking SpongeBob.
It's about drive, it's about power. Free NBA Youngboy!
It lets you make doors and create other stuff with it. You can even draw those like funny looking S's that you'd see in high school. Overall, there's a lot to sink into, and this is just the epilogue for the game. The epilogue was released as a separate game known as Paperhead Episode 0. Paperhead Episode 0 is on its own separate Steam page, so you're not going to get it if you go onto the main Paperhead Steam page. And even though Episode 0 is not qualified as a demo, it's still free, so no excuse not to check it out. Trust me, it's super fun and super worth playing. Now on to our last game.
All over the sky might be gray. I found a way. I'm singing sunbeams all the time now. Although the grass might be wet, don't give up yet. You'll miss the rainbow if you run now.
Our last game is probably the one that has gotten the most attention, and for good reason, because it's Mindwave. Mindwave is extremely cool, both in style and gameplay. Remember when I mentioned a WarioWare-esque game? That's this game. And just like WarioWare, the micro games feel unique and fun. Also like WarioWare, all the micro games have unique styles dedicated to them. A lot of talented creators worked on this, and you can tell. There's also a visual novel element to the game, where you can talk to your fellow opponents in the Mindwave Tower. So this part of the game is for my Higurashi heads out there, the only visual novel to ever exist.
Crack.
Just the fact that I'm already invested into this world when the demo isn't even that long is an accomplishment to how well the team did. Even the tutorial has sauce. It's fucking awesome. And of course, if you're hearing the background, you can tell that this game has some amazing music. It is just as unique as the game itself. I am so happy that so many developers now have found interest in the WarioWare gameplay style. It's super fun and has a lot of room to expand. Nintendo shouldn't be the only one trying out this gameplay style. So, my overall thoughts on Mindwave? With its mismatch of WarioWare and visual novel elements, and also its super unique style and soundtrack, I think that Mindwave will absolutely be a all-timer video game that everyone should experience. So absolutely try this game out. And I can't wait for the final release, whenever it comes out. Games take a long time to make. So there's some games that you guys can check out. I can only complain about AAA games for so long, which is why I'm happy we got talented devs like these doing their stuff. As I said at the beginning of the video, you can try out all the games that I talked about with the links in the description below. They all got demos and they're all free, so no excuses. And also wishlist these games. From what I understand, wishlisting games help developers see how much people are interested in their games. And I want to support these awesome devs as much as I can. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna eat these 3D Doritos. It says it's expired, but I'm sure I won't die. I didn't die, I just got a stomach ache. Weird that there's a tombstone that has my name on it.